Okay, uh, this is being recorded right after the part 0 of What If Naruto Had the Jogan and was raised by Orochimaru, or just What If Naruto Had the Jogan, if you want to call it that. Um, so, let's get right back into the what if. So, they pass, the, like the Genin exams Kakashi held, and then it went to the normal crappy old missions for I'd say about a week, and then Naruto and Satsuki, which go watch the last part. Satsuki is replacing Sasuke, it's just a femme Sasuke. Okay, there you go. So, yeah. Uh, uh, this happens, and Naruto and Satsuki are actually becoming friends, but they hate these crappy missions. Sakura is still useless. Nobody likes her, okay? Uh, so, they complain to the Hokage about giving them a better mission and shit. And then frickin' Iruka does his big head no jutsu and is like, you guys gotta do the starter missions crap that he did in canon. Sorry for the ear rape if I ear raped you. So they get the Tazuna mission. Tazuna walks in, and this time Satsuki is the shortest and therefore gets made fun of by Tazuna. Naruto is actually a little bit taller than Sasuke's canon height, and Satsuki, the female Sasuke, is frickin' Naruto's canon height. So she's the one who gets made fun of. And then Sakura also gets made fun of. He tries to make fun of Naruto, but he can't think of anything because the kid looks strong. Like I said, Naruto is looking kind of smexy, no homo, six pack and all. He's not wearing the same crap that he wore in canon. That jumpsuit is kind of garbage. He's just wearing like average shinobi stuff. Like he's wearing a jacket with a snake picture, like a snake on down its arm, and then he's wearing just a black long sleeve shirt, and then some frickin' track pants, and then the same shoes that he wears in canon, because why not? So, and then the black shirt has the 6 pass marking like Naruto's Sage or 6 pass Sage mode stuff that you can see in the thumbnail and shit right here. Like up at the top. Doesn't have the circle, but those are yellow. And the jacket's more like a trench coat kind of. It's pretty long. It's like not full arms. It's like it's kind of like the same stuff that Naruto wore when he got Sage mode. It's more like Minato's cloak though, cause it's black and red instead of white and red, like Minato's coat was. So it's kind of like Minato's Hokage coat, except it has snakes on it. And then the same stuff. Yeah. So he can't find a way to make fun of Naruto. Naruto's haircut is the same as like his like this the one thing in the freaking thumbnail. Cause I like that haircut, and then he just wears his headband on his forehead. Uh, so they go on the mission. Uh, and then we get to the puddle thing. Naruto and Kakashi think it's a little bit suspicious that there's a puddle in the middle of blazing hot weather, okay? So, Naruto is a little bit suspicious, and then the Chunin jump out, and Sakura is frozen by the bloodlust, and the Kakashi got supposedly killed, and then Naruto, through the two flying Raijin kunai, the two idiots thought that he just missed, and what you gonna do, loser? You just missed your kunai. And Naruto's like, I didn't miss it all. And then he teleports behind them and chops both of their necks. One of the kunai was just they weren't right next to each other, so he teleports to each one of the kunai and chops their necks and knocks them out, and then ties them up to a tree, and then says, Kakashi, you can come out. And Sakura's wondering, like, what the fuck? And Satsuki already knew, but that Kakashi was still alive, but she's a little bit pissed off that Naruto is stronger than her. So, yeah. And then, even though they're friends, Satsuki is still power hungry because Chia clan massacre shit. She's mad that he's stronger than her. And then Naruto kind of becomes like one of her goals, kind of like she wants to beat him in a fight before the Itachi crap. So, yeah. And then, they get information from, like, Kakashi gets information from the two Chunin that attacked, the Demon Brothers or whatever they're called. And Kakashi confronts Tazuna. The Demon Brothers did not say anything about fucking Zabuza showing up. And then asked Naruto, hey, do you think you can handle this mission? And Naruto, or should we go back? And Tazuna said the same shit as he did in canon. Told them about his village and shit. Like, told them about Gato. And Naruto's like, no, I think we should continue on. And then Kakashi says okay. Asks the other two. Sakura says, well, I think we should go back because she's useless. And Satsuki wants to continue, so they continue on. And then Naruto senses something in a bush, and then he throws a kunai, and then freaking the rabbit jumps out, and Sakura's like, hey, what the hell? And then, yeah, that was just a normal kunai, though. It wasn't a Raijin kunai. And then Kakashi's suspicious because, well, that rabbit isn't, its coat is colored for, winter time. And then mist rolls in, and it confirmed Kakashi's suspicions, and Kakashi says, duck. Satsuki and Sakura duck, but Naruto throws a kunai into the mist, and then freaking dodges Zabuza's sword, and then teleports behind him with the kunai, and then puts a kunai to the back of his neck, and says, hey, so you are Zabuza Momochi, the Roguenin. because Naruto has bingo books. Zabuza starts laughing and says, "You're strong, kid." Uh, and then frickin' he frickin' Zabuza hits Naruto away because swats Naruto away because Naruto's still just high tuning level. Zabuza is high Jonin level. So, Naruto goes flying into a tree, spits out blood, and then activates his boil release. Like he leaves a shadow clone and activates his boil release. And then he starts fighting Zabuza. The shadow clone is gauging sage energy. Naruto can only use a little bit of sage energy, but it'll make him about as strong as Zabuza once it activates. And he starts fighting, like hand-to-hand fighting Zabuza, blocking the sword. Because boil release, it's pretty strong. It makes him like jump from tuning to joning level, and he hasn't even perfected it yet. And then his Sage mode activates, and he's actually combating Zabuza here pretty well. And then he tires Zabuza out, and then Haku does that thing where Haku appears, says, "You just made my life a whole lot easier. I've been tracking this rogue ninja for a while. I'm an Ambu from the mist." And then he takes Zabuza away. Satsuki's thinking, "God damn it, another kid my age stronger than me. I guess I have to get stronger than both of them." But she does like Naruto because they became friends. Because Naruto's really good at making friends. But Satsuki is still power hungry like Sasuke was in canon. So, get on with that. And Naruto passes out because Sage mode is very taxing on his body. Like unlike Frog Sage mode, imperfected Snake Sage mode is very taxing on your body. Even perfected if your body's not strong enough, which I did say Naruto almost has perfected Snake Sage mode because he's been training for years in it with the snakes. But now he has to train it by himself. It takes him 2 minutes to activate it. Yeah. So, Tazuna brings them to his house. Naruto wakes up about a week later. And then the whole chakra control stuff goes as in canon, except Naruto already knows chakra control. And is quite good at it. So he doesn't need to learn anything. He gets to rest more. And then, yeah. We're just gonna skip to the day of like Zabuza attacking the bridge. We'll say about 3 days. Actually, Naruto goes and trains by himself before we do this time skip. Meets Haku. Same stuff as in canon. And then let's skip to that day. Naruto sleeps in a little bit, like in canon. Saves Tsunami and I forgot his name. That kid, I forgot the name of. Yeah. If you want, you could tell me in the comments the kid's name. So yeah. Naruto goes over to the bridge. Sees Satsuki fighting Haku and Kakashi fighting Zabuza. and then frickin' the ice mirrors happen, uh, and Naruto is like, oh shit, Satsuki's gonna die if I don't go help. So Naruto uh, sets up his clone for, well, actually no, he can't do Sage mode for a while. And so he just runs and slides under the mirrors like a boss. Uh, and then he throws a Raijin Kun, because he can see Haku moving, because he has really good perception. Like, he can barely see it, but he throws a kunai upwards. Like, he could see the blur, but he can kind of recognize the mask. But Satsuki can't see anything other than just, like, the after image, but Naruto can see. Yeah. So Naruto can barely see Haku moving. And then he ends up activating, and ends up accidentally activating his Jogan, which the Jogan is OP, guys. And he's able to completely see Haku, it's just he can't move fast enough. So he adds his boil release on, and then she realizes that this dude's kind of keeping up with me. And then he throws the kunai, well, not the kunai, the senbone towards Satsuki, and Naruto can't let his friend die like that, so Naruto blitzes in front, takes them all, and it knocks him out. And Satsuki accidentally unlocks them on Gekio, but it immediately morphs to the Tomo Sharingan. So that's how Satsuki gets them on Gekio here, because Naruto says, well, you're my best friend, that's why I saved you, instead of what Sasuke said, I don't know, crap. Satsuki gets really mad. Well, actually, no, we'll say that she uses her Mangekyo, beats the living crap out of Haku, and then Naruto's passed out on the ground. Haku sees Zabuza about to die, but Haku is completely like knocked down, like can't move after what Satsuki did, because Satsuki with a Mangekyo is a lot stronger than frickin' Naruto, barely amped by the frickin' Kyuubi chakra but he gets there. And yeah, Haku wasn't able to save Zabuza here. Zabuza dies, and then Kakashi takes out Gato, while Satsuki brings Haku over to Zabuza to say his last goodbyes after top no jutsuing both of them, even because Naruto's not awake to do that, because Satsuki is a mix of Naruto's canon and Sasuke in personality. So Talk no Jutsu ends up befriending Haku. Haku lives, but of course Zabuza dies. Zabuza got to have a little chat with Haku, saying to live and have a good life and stuff. And then Gato appears, says thank you for doing what I was gonna do for me. And then Haku gets pissed off and ends up killing them all and then passing out. So yeah, Naruto, and then Sakura runs over to Naruto, because Sakura has a crush on Naruto in this instead, because there's no Sasuke. like I said, Naruto's looking kind of fine. Satsuki also goes back over there. And yeah, Naruto wakes up. That both of those two start crying, and then Satsuki passes out from overexerting chakra because she definitely does not have enough chakra to use them on Gekio for, like, at all, basically, because Kakashi didn't have enough when he first got it. So she passes out, and then they're all brought back to Tazuna's house. Naruto wakes up first, out of the three that are knocked out. Then Haku wakes up about 3-4 days later, is mourning Zabuza's death and ends up burying him. And Haku is gonna take the sword, like take Zabuza's sword here, and will actually be taught in Kenjutsu later. Naruto ends up befriending Haku here, and Kakashi ends up seeing if the Hokage will let Haku join them, tells frickin' Hiruzen everything, and there's gonna be like a meeting, like when they all go back to the village, and then right before they go back, Satsuki wakes up, the bridge is named Great Naruto Bridge, blah blah blah, they go back to Konoha. And then Naruto, Satsuki, Kakashi, and Haku are called into the meeting with the council, like the elders, the Hokage, the civilian council, and all the clan heads. And it is voted that, well, getting another rare bloodline that was wiped out, well, that was thought to be wiped out, is a really good thing, and Haku is therefore invited to the village and put on the same team as like what was put on Team Kakashi, Team 7, pretty much. So now it's a 4-man team, and then yeah, Haku is still kind of depressed about Zabuza, but Haku has found new people to care about. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. Pretty good ending, better than what happened in canon in my opinion, to the Land of Waves arc. The next episode is gonna be the Chunin exams. So anyways guys, see you later. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.